been to many amfAR galas over the years, and this just isn't quite the same, but isn't it nice to go to a gala without leaving the couch?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a gala for our time. Thank you so much for joining us. Tonight is a tale of two deadly viruses and of people around the world coming together to defeat them both. After 40 years, HIV continues to cause untold suffering and loss on a global scale. It's a cunning and complex virus that has defied all efforts to date to develop a cure or a vaccine. amfAR, the Foundation for AIDS Research, is leading the search for the cure. And in the face of a deadly new threat, last April, amfAR broadened the scope of its research and launched the amfAR Fund to fight COVID-19. Our gala tonight is in support of that fund and amfAR's COVID research, and we hope you'll contribute whatever you can towards this life-saving work. Before we get to our first special performance this evening, as an amfAR trustee myself, it is my great pleasure to introduce fellow trustees and amfAR co-chairs, Kevin McClatchy and Ryan Greenwald.
Thanks, Billy. As we emerge from one of the most challenging periods in our nation's history, we begin to see the first glimmers of recovery and renewal, the seeds of hope. This chapter in our history has exposed our weaknesses and shown our strengths, resilience, innovation, collaboration. Tonight we celebrate those strengths because they, along with investments in science, hold the key to overcoming both HIV and COVID-19. The rapid development of corona vaccines has shown us with great clarity what can be achieved when we set goals, invest in science, and work together with urgency. We're optimistic about the year ahead. We hope you stay with us as we strive to achieve our goals and fulfill our mission.
Tonight, we're proud and thrilled to be honoring two exceptional individuals who have done so much to improve and enrich our lives. For many people, the name Fauci will forever be associated with the coronavirus. But for the vast majority of his distinguished career, Dr. Anthony Fauci has been at the very forefront of research on AIDS. He has long been revered by all of us in the HIV and AIDS community. And while she is one of America's most talented and versatile and beloved actors, we are honoring Glenn Close tonight for her active and generous support of many important social and humanitarian causes, including amfAR and the fight against AIDS. Stay tuned for our awards presentations. Thank you for joining us tonight, and thanks so much for your support. We hope to see you in person before too long.
Our first performer this evening has played at several amfAR events in the last few years, and we're so grateful for her support. Her first studio album, Ora, hit #1 in the UK in 2012, and she has since gained legions of fans worldwide. She has also enjoyed a successful acting career and stars alongside Michael Caine in a new film adaptation of the Charles Dickens classic Oliver Twist. Please welcome the fabulous Rita Ora!
If I could reach the stars, pull one down for you, shine it on my heart, so you can see the truth, yeah, that this love I have inside is everything it seems, yeah. For now I will find it's only in my dreams, yeah. I could change the world. I would be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something real. Baby, if I could change the world. the world. Thank you.
amfAR's investment in research over the past 35 years helped pave the way to the rapid development of vaccines and treatments for the coronavirus.
Through its innovative grant-making, amfAR set the stage for creating collaborations among viral researchers. HIV researchers were among the first to redirect their efforts and apply their expertise to COVID research.
amfAR is supporting their critical work through its fund to fight COVID-19.
It all began with the AIDS Medical Foundation, AMF. Founded in 1983 by the trailblazing Dr. Matilda Krim and others, it was the world's first organization devoted to research on AIDS. 2 years later, with movie legend and activist Elizabeth Taylor on board, AMF would become amfAR. Its mission? Ending the global AIDS epidemic through innovative research. Since then, amfAR has raised more than $810 million to support its AIDS research, advocacy, and education initiatives, and has awarded more than 3,300 grants to research teams worldwide. Along the way, we've been at the forefront of breakthroughs that have transformed AIDS from a death sentence to a manageable disease.
amfAR understands that we still need to continue to do this medical research to impact society globally.
amfAR stands for giving people respect.
amfAR, I love you because you've saved so many people's lives. When you think about HIV and AIDS, you stop the discrimination of people who are living with HIV and AIDS, and you stood up and become the voice for people who are living with HIV and AIDS.
You make the world a better place.
There is still so much that we do not understand about the COVID crisis. And thank you to amfAR for its continuing studies and continuing to sponsor medical research on viral diseases. Please take a moment to contribute whatever amount you can to the amfAR Fund to fight COVID-19. You can make a secure donation at www.amfar.org/gala.
I am a big fan of Glenn Close.
Because she's brave, she's talented, she has integrity.
Glenn Close is fabulous, and I completely believe her.
Do I really need a reason? I mean, she's perfect. I want to be her when I grow up.
I love Glenn Close because she's Glenn Close.
I love Glenn Close because she's an amazing actress, and come on, Liaison Dangereuse is everything I love.
She is a great leading character actor, and her characters tell me she adores humanity.
I love Glenn Close because Glenn is unrelenting in her pursuit of the truth, whether it is on screen or on stage. Some of the most exhilarating times of my life have been watching her on stage. The biggest thing about her, even bigger than her massive talent, which is obvious, is her heart. And that's why we love her.
Hello, I'm Bette Midler. I'm so happy to be here tonight for amfAR, but more especially for the great Glenn Close, who has been a friend for many, many years and who I admire tremendously. Her spellbinding performance this year as Roy Cohn, the dying Roy Cohn, in amfAR's virtual production of Angels in America, why it was, you'll never forget it. I know most of you will never forget it if you have seen it. It was so special that the New York Times said it was one of the most riveting performances of 2020. And she filmed it on an iPhone during lockdown. I mean, how does this happen? Glenn is not just defined by the parts that she plays. She is a humanitarian, actually, first and foremost. She has a generosity of spirit. She has an enormous heart, and she puts her time, her energy, and her resources into causes that are distinctly unglamorous and unfashionable, like the scourge of mental illness, like fighting for women's rights, like fighting for LGBTQ rights, gay marriage. She walks the walk. She has been an active supporter of many social causes for most of her life. And now the fight against COVID. For over 2 decades, she's been a consistent and vocal supporter of LGBTQ rights. And I tell you something, she's not just vocal, she puts her money where her mouth is. She has shown up, she's performed in the service of, she has sent the checks, she has been part of the remarkable work of amfAR, and who isn't thrilled to be able to say that? So for all her generosity of spirit, for her heart, for her remarkable talents, for all her efforts to make the world a better and a brighter place, it is my privilege and my honor, on behalf of amfAR, to present Glenn Close with their highest award, this year's Award of Courage. And she's one of the most courageous people I know. Come and get it, Glenn.
Thank you, amfAR, for this humbling award. To be receiving the Award for Courage alongside Dr. Anthony Fauci is the most humbling experience of my life. He is the man whose courage has given us hope, whose courage was unwavering, and his moral gravitas is something that has fed us as a nation. So as I receive this from you with all the gratitude that I can muster, I want to thank Dr. Fauci for his courage. I want to thank the people who founded amfAR and are still working now for COVID, for their courage. And I want to thank the healthcare workers who are still in the trenches every day for their courage. They give me hope, they give me endless inspiration. And I am I can't think of the words to thank amfAR for their trust, I think, that we will keep courageous. A lot of times for me, in certain points in my career, I've always asked myself, when a question has come up which might need some courage, I've always asked myself, what is the alternative? Not to do it. So thank you, and thanks to all the people that I've mentioned. I am most grateful. Thank you.
As an amfAR trustee and supporter for so many years, I am honored to be with you guys tonight. And it is my privilege to introduce our next performer. You know, this woman has so many talents and achievements and accolades. Honestly, it's hard to know where to begin. But if I had to start anywhere, it would probably be with her 3 Grammys, her 3 MTV Music Awards, 4 American Music Awards, and a Daytime Emmy for her talk show, The Kelly Clarkson Show. Give it up, y'all. Kelly Clarkson.
I want to thank amfAR for helping improve the lives of people worldwide living with HIV/AIDS and for joining the fight against COVID-19.
The Sunday after, there was laughter in the air. Everybody had a kite. They were flying everywhere. And all the trouble went away. And it wasn't just a dream. All the trouble went away. And it wasn't just a dream. In the middle of the night, we tried Little sister, just remember as you wander through the blue, the little kite that you sent flying on a Sunday afternoon, made of something light as nothing, made of joy that matters too. How the little dreams we dream are all we can really do. In the middle of the night, the world turns with all its might, a little diamond-colored blue. In the middle of the night, we keep sending little kites until a little light gets through.
The keys to amfAR's success? First, we invest in promising but untested ideas with breakthrough potential. A sometimes high-risk approach, it doesn't always pay off. But when it does, and it often does, the return on investment can be game-changing. Second, agility. Unlike other grant makers, we can quickly pivot to emerging scientific opportunities, getting funds out the door and into the lab in a matter of weeks, not years. Third, collaboration. For many researchers, sharing data and ideas doesn't come naturally. But we know from experience that when scientists collaborate, a kind of alchemy happens that accelerates progress. So we get them to work together.
We will never have a cure for AIDS or COVID-19 without research.
And while AIDS has killed over 33 million people to date, the coronavirus has killed over 2 million people in 1 year.
And we urgently need effective treatments and ultimately a cure.
I love Dr. Fauci because he is unabashedly himself and he tells the truth no matter what.
I love Dr. Fauci because he never took the bait. He stood his ground, but he never fell for it. Massive respect, mate.
He's validated my lifelong germophobia.
For all of his efforts to keep as many of us alive as possible.
You helped me out almost 30 years ago with my own diagnosis of HIV.
Through his eyes, you could see the truth.
For over the past 36 years, he has tirelessly and courageously led a global effort to bring us out of the darkness in our battles with disease, including HIV, SARS, Ebola, and now the coronavirus. He has withstood enormous political pressures to back down from his medical and scientific beliefs and has continued to stand tall and strong in his loving quest to protect our nation and our world. God bless you, man.
I could not be more thrilled to be here in partnership with amfAR, an organization that I have long admired and participated in with their endeavors, particularly helping people living with HIV/AIDS and raising incredible money for research. And tonight, I join them in presenting the Courage Award to the most deserving person I could think of, which is Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Well, thank you very much, Julia. I'm really thrilled to receive this award for so many reasons. One, foremost, coming from you. It's such a thrill and an honor for you to present this. Also, coming from an organization that I respect so much, amfAR, that I've had so much to do with over the years as we together as partners have addressed in so many respects the challenge of HIV/AIDS, but also to join so many of the extraordinary people who received this award before me. So I'm really quite humbled by it at the same time as I'm thrilled by it. And hopefully the work that we're going to continue both with HIV and as we continue to tackle this COVID-19 pandemic, we're in a very unusual situation historically where we are battling simultaneously two extraordinary pandemics that are going on at the same time. So we have our challenges ahead of us. I appreciate very much this award, and I promise you that I will continue to do whatever I can with whatever energy I have to address both of those. So thank you again for this wonderful honor.
The idea of courage is sort of extraordinary. It can mean so many different things to different people, depending on how you grew up, depending on how old you are. I know courage means something different to my 13-year-old than it does to me at 53 years old. We are all so beautifully aware of what you have been doing for the entire world, but particularly this country this last almost year with COVID-19 and what you've done so notably in the fight against HIV/AIDS. And I just wanted to take this moment as a grateful citizen and parent to say that it is the humanness and humanity that you have brought to all of us in these many often dark months that we have been experiencing. And your calm, your reassurance have been something that has left an indelible mark on me and my family, and I know so many families like us. And to see you always helm the ship, no matter what the circumstances were, and are just always the true north of no matter the chaos that's going on around. And for me, that is true courage, and that is a type of conviction of a character that I think has been very scarce. You have been a beacon for us. And so for me, it is such a great thrill to represent amfAR in presenting this to you. There's just no one more deserving, and you've been tireless and true for all of us. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you so much, Julie. Those are such very kind words. I really do appreciate them. Coming from you, that means an awful lot to me. Receiving awards like this are wonderful, and it's always nice to get recognition. Many of the unsung heroes out there, I want to make sure that we tip our hat to them, particularly the healthcare workers who very bravely every day put their lives and their safety on the line to take care of terribly ill people. So we're all really part of a team. I might be a bit more visible than they are, but what they do is equally as important as anything that I do. So thank you very much for those very kind words. I will hold them dear to me for a long time. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Nathan Lane. I love Anthony Fauci because he is so brilliant at what he does, especially in Fatal Attraction, Les Liaisons Dangereuses, Damages, and Hillbilly Elegy, in which he was virtually unrecognizable. I love Glenn Close because of her tremendous research portfolio to prevent, diagnose, and treat established infectious diseases. She has advised 7 presidents on many domestic and global health issues, and whenever I get a cold, she's the first call I make. I love amfAR because it is an incredible organization that has worked relentlessly to end the global HIV/AIDS epidemic through innovative research, most of which was, of course, provided by Glenn Close. What would we do without her? So congratulations to amfAR on all that you do, to tonight's award recipients, and always remember, stay on top of the facts and be informed. Thank you.
A special type of collaboration is the fourth key to our success, and that is the coming together of generous individuals in the U.S. and around the world, people like you, who make all of this work possible. Of course, this work now includes our efforts to find effective treatments for the coronavirus, supported by the amfAR Fund to fight COVID-19. Whatever you can spare today will help us to get to the finish line. We hope you will join us. We need your help. Stay safe, and thank you for your continued support.
A massive thank you to all of our amazing healthcare workers. We appreciate you, we respect you, we love you, and we will forever be grateful for all of your hard work during this current global pandemic. So thank you so much.
In these challenging times, I'm especially pleased to be able to pitch in for amfAR and to support their fund to fight COVID-19. And I am thrilled to be introducing our final performer this evening. Her 2018 breakout single, Sweet But Psycho, made #1 in the charts in 22 countries, and her blockbuster hit, Kings and Queens, topped the Billboard chart last December. Please welcome the sensational Ava Max.
Hey guys, it's Ava Max. I am so pleased and proud to be a part of this virtual gala supporting amfAR's life-saving research. Together, we can end AIDS and COVID-19.
If all of the kings had their queens on the throne, we will pop champagne and raise a toast to all of the queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not dancing on your own. Can't live without me, you wanna, but you can't, nah. Think it's funny, but honey, can't run the show on your own. I can feel my body shake, there's only so much I can take. I'll show you how a real queen behaves. No damsel in distress, don't need to save me. Once I stop breathing fire, you can't tame me. And you might think I'm weak without a sword, but if I had one, it'd be bigger than yours. If all of the kings had their queens on the throne, we will pop champagne and raise a toast to all of the queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not dancing on your own. In chess, a king can move one space at a time, but queens are free to go wherever they like. You get too close, you get a royalty high. So breathe it in to feel alive. Raise a toast to all of the queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not dancing on your own.
I support amfAR because they've had a laser focus on finding a cure for AIDS, and I know they will complete this marathon.
Everybody living with HIV deserves healthcare, support, and respect.
What seemed impossible can be overcome when there is collective belief in the strength and wisdom of humanity.
They've awarded more grants for AIDS research than I can count, and I can count really high.
It's a true honor for me to be able to support this organization for the honest and meaningful work they do. Thank you so much, and we will keep working hard until AIDS is the past.
amfAR has been dear to my heart for many years. It's my pleasure to join you guys for amfAR's fund to fight COVID-19.
amfAR, a gala for our time. Have a beautiful evening, people.
We are so inspired by the dedication and skill of the amazing scientists who created coronavirus vaccines in record time. We thank them and we honor them. We cheer them on as they continue to work on a cure for both HIV and COVID-19. Thank you all for supporting amfAR tonight. And if you haven't already done so, it's not too late to help out. It's quick and it's easy. Just go to www.amfar.org/gala and make a secure online donation. Whatever you can spare will be put to good use right away and will be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much and God bless.